in understanding how Smartbooks Cloud Accounting helps, particularly to micro to small Philippine businesses to run and think like big companies. Moving on to our next area of interest, I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for this. While watching, see for yourself how the system is easy to understand. Without further ado, I'm delighted to show you the live user interface of Smartbooks Cloud Accounting. So, Smartbooks Cloud Accounting is accessible to any browser. Like for example, we have Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Mozilla Firefox. So we need to log in first to our account. I'll just log this out to show you how to log in. So we need our username and our password. And then click login or click enter. Once we go to the system, we will go straight to the admin module. So this is for the setup or for configuration. Next one is for the financials. Under financials, we have chart of accounts, journal vouchers. So this is for recording of adjustments. We have also closing period for transferring of your profit or loss accounts to your capital account or to your retained earnings. And then we have recurring postings for transactions like subscription, rentals, and others. So you can set your frequency if it is daily, monthly. So under the reports, we have a lot of listing here, and more importantly, we have trial balance, book of accounts, balance sheet, profit or loss, and cash flow. And a while back, Kit mentioned we have BIR reports. Again, BIR reports are generate or exportable to that file format. So all of the documents actually in Smartbooks Cloud Accounting are exportable to PDF or Excel. So next one is the purchases module. Under purchases module, we have purchase order. So that document is the time where we record our order to our suppliers. We have also receiving at the time we receive our items from the supplier. And then we have the AP voucher for the recording of invoices. So one thing good of SmartBooks is that we can copy from the details from one document to another. So if you have errors, you can choose others. So under others, we have purchase return and debit memo to reverse receiving an AP voucher. Under reports, we have aging, purchase book, and analysis. Under sales module, so sales module has cash sales. So cash sales, since we cater micro to small, usually they have sales transaction in cash. So additionally, we have sales code for quotation, sales order for ordering of the customers, shipment for the time we deliver our goods to the customer, and then invoice, it's the recording of the invoice. So if you have or corrections, we have sales return and credit memo. And if you have down payment, we can do that as well under sales module. So again, this has a copy from feature function wherein we can copy the details from one document to another. This way, we will be having an automatic passing of the documents. So under reports, we have sales inquiry wherein this is for the top management. We can see the gross profit per customer or even per items. And then we have the aging, sales book, and analysis. Moving on to the next module, we have treasury. So this is related to our cash inflow and outflows. So there are three modes of payment. Three mode of payments are cash on hand, and then we have dated. It's either we have dated or post dated, And then we have also bank transfers. So this is usually used right even right now we have enhanced community quarantine wherein this is through GCash, PayPal or Paymaya. So we have other online banking transactions as well. So next is the bank deposit wherein we can transfer our cash on hand and checks to the cash in bank. In that way, we can see the real-time balance of the cash in bank. Under checks, we have registration of or the register of the checks from the cash outflows and inflows, and we have also check printing. So you can generate the details from the system and print that out to your checks. So our technical support will assist you with that so that it will be perfectly aligned to your checks. We have also bank recon. This is a book to bank reconciliation. So you can see there your deposit in transit and your outstanding checks. Under credit memo, this is for application of adjustment that you have made under journal voucher under financial module. So you can apply that to your subsidiary ledger. So under the reports, of course, we have the listing of the transactions, cash in bank ledger, cash inflows and outflows, all accounts, cash receipts and disbursement reports, and we have PDC schedule. So under checks also, we can monitor the movement of the post-dated checks. It's either it is converted to cash, is it cleared, or is it bound. So we can do that under Treasury module. Next module is the most common requirement of our clients. So that is inventory module. So under inventory module, we have items wherein you can record or itemize your inventory. So same as your services, you can encode that as well in there. So it will be easy for you to have an easy or automatic generation of the prices of your services or of your inventory. So your prices can be managed under item management, and if you have serial and batch, you can do that also under item management. So for those that have effect on inventory count but does not have effect on inventory cost, we can do that under inventory transactions. So we have item receipt in case your supplier have given you an item without having you spend any money. So this doesn't have any cost um, to your company. So under inventory transactions as well, we have initial quantity wherein we can compare the count based on the computation of the system based on the transactions under purchases and sales and other inventory transactions, comparing it to your actual inventory that you have counted. So if there are difference, the system will automatically adjust that to your inventory account. But if ever this is related to scrap or defective items, we can trace that as well. So next is the customers and suppliers. So since we have an implementation stage, all of our current customers and suppliers will be encoded or will be using a template for that one so that it will not be a one-on-one encoding. So it will be the partner who will assist you with that. And if you observe, you have also supplier services that is for one-time business partners. So all of that modules can have tagging of the accounts receivable, payable, and as well as the VAT and the withholding taxes. So on the reports, we have customer list, supplier ledger, and customer ledger. So we are down to our last module, fixed asset. Actually, this is one of our updates during our first quarter this year. So this is for free under Smartbooks premium licenses. It's free to premium users because it is connected to inventory. So under inventory, you can just encode or record your fixed asset items and then it will connect to this fixed asset module. So under setup, we have setup of the asset class. You can see also there your fixed asset registry. Under purchasing, it's either in straight in fixed asset to have acquisition, or you can connect your acquisition from purchases to this module. And then under depreciation, if there are items that doesn't have an information about the depreciation of the item, you can create the planned depreciation. And depreciation run is for recording of the expenses for the depreciation, and then change useful life if ever there are changes in useful life of your fixed asset. So under disposal, we have through sale and through retirement. And the last document under fixed asset is the transfer. So if you have different personnel accountable to one fixed asset, you can tag that one and transfer accountability from one department or one branches to another, and then one department to another. So now I'm now complete with my presentation or my demo on the live user interface. Now let's go back to our slide. Now, we have seen the system. The next question is, how do we future-proof our businesses in 3 days? Hope you're still with me. Here's our timeline of our implementation with Smartbooks Cloud Accounting as quick as 3 days. At day 0, the preparation stage, we will need the following to be signed. Included here are verification of the legitimacy of the business. This is needed because we want to also secure all of our existing partners or our existing users. Additionally, this also includes signing of contracts with terms and privacy policy. After all of this, we will be processing your billing. Next day, evaluate stage. You, with the assistance of the partner if needed, will be submitting the master data for validation and discussion of your business process. At day 2, this includes uploading of master data, general ledger mapping, and testing. And at the last day, you'll be having a training, thus moving towards the go live stage. I want to emphasize that implementation would depend on the complexity of your business, which differ from business to business. I'd like to discuss further the activities in day 1 from our timeline. Day 1 is particularly focused on data gathering and validation. First, we have to submit clean and verified master data. Then, deep dive discussion of business process. So we have usual flow of business or your operations, company policies and procedures, for example, inventory classification. Next one is the special business scenarios if we have. Next is the specific access rights to be granted to each user. Keith mentioned a while back that Smartbooks Cloud Accounting has a functionality to have a unique access per user. This would depend on your current setup in your office. Our partner can also assist you on how you can improve your process. Next is the discussion of forms and reports. For example, we can print the details from the system to your accredited invoice from the BIR. At the last activity for day 1, we need to determine our cut-off period for the preparation of the beginning balances. Moving to the next day of implementation, the starting point is to create a database. This is unique for every company for accuracy and control purposes. In layman's terms, a database is like the address link of each company's data. Testing is one of the critical stages of the implementation process. Significant factors of achieving favorable results include accurate master data and correct general ledger mapping. With our partner's expertise, you don't need to worry about this. At this testing stage, we can check our configurations covering the business processes discussed during day 1. Once we are through with testing, we can proceed to training. Partners are going to train users with the navigation of the system and the recording of transactions per process before go live. Since Smartbooks Cloud-based accounting is easy to understand, time spent for training usually takes at a minimum of 4 hours to less than a day. Go live means actual use of Smartbooks Cloud-based accounting system. Then, the client signs a project completion document to express his or her acceptance to the setup and confirmation of the start of the subscription. By this document, the partner also warranties 30 days to correct the setup according to the agreed setup during day 1. What I want you to take away from our session today are the benefits of SmartBooks cloud-based accounting system to both business owners and accounting partners. For business owners, your staff would be more efficient. You can access your financials anywhere and anytime, keep track of your collection and payment, monitor inventory levels remotely, and check your profitability and understand what drives your increasing expenses. Our data is secured since we are hosted at the leading servers AWS. There are three level of active level of local support. So, and you can have all of this starting with 1,499 pesos per user per month. For accounting partners, more time will be saved since features are fully integrated. Less time in reconciling due to easy consolidation and validation of transactions and reports, including BAR reports. Setup is as fast as 3 days, and implementation can be done at remotely. You can do this even you are at the convenience at your home. That brings me to the end of our presentation.
Thank you for attending today. I will keep in touch with you and hope that we will see each other soon. Have a great day.